Hey, what's up guys? So I wanted to do a little review on this panel cutter by, I think it's pronounced Wachtel or Wachtel. It takes a DeWalt battery, so if you're running DeWalt, you can just get the bare tool. It has reverse, forward obviously, so if you get bound up you can reverse out, and it has 2 speeds and variable speed on your trigger, which is great. You got a lot of control. I've messed with it quite a bit already. It's real easy with classic rib. I just did a little video on that, you know, just ripping through a panel. And those are 29 gauge, so those are pretty thin. And then we got a PBR panel right here. We're going to show how they go through that. I just have to take about a ½ inch off the top of this panel just so it gets enough clearance when I'm putting it under this eave overhang we're doing. But and then later on I'll do an angled cut for an end wall where we're skewing for the pitch, and I've used it on that for all these panels on the back of this building we're doing. And I love it for that because, for one, just reducing those nibbler shavings. If you guys are even familiar with sheet metal work, you'll know this is basically a handheld slitter, and you do have to have some dexterity. It wants to kind of turn around, you know, fold this way and that way, or it kind of wants to do this number on you while you're going straight across. So you gotta, that's what this variable speed's really cool. You just slow down where you anticipate something like that happening, and you can make a pretty dang straight cut with it without, and it's clean. It does deform the panel just a little bit, but it's sheet metal. It can go right back. You can force it. It's not really stretching it too much. So let's go ahead and try and get through this. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. So right now I have it on slow. You can see it goes pretty fast, but I just been working it with the slow function. You know, you can speed up in the flats. You start getting comfortable with the way it's operating. But when I get up into the highs, this PBR high is a pretty tall high. It's 1.25 inches. So you just want to slow down. That's what that variable speed trigger is great for. So basically you want to use this thing for cuts that are going to be covered up by trim, that you're not really worried about it being a finished look. Usually if I'm having to do cuts across the ribs and it's going to be exposed, I'll use the nibblers still, or hand snip, blue points, reds and greens. Alright, so you can see that it's pretty dang straight. Right here, it got a little sideways on me, but it's not a big deal. It's gonna get covered up. It's not even 1/4 inch off my line here. And then you can see how it flattened out that, you know, finished lap edge here. But again, it's sheet metal, so you can easily bend this back where it's straight. But I love this tool, so you gotta look them up. I bought it straight from the company. I think there was like close to 300 bucks. But I will be using it a lot for our skew cuts with our PBR panel, 26 gauge.